people, this one is number Selassie.
Yo, 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 yo. Fire in the wire last night, man. Shoo! Dubplate Wars smashed it. There's a bit of out-hand banter in the chat box as well. We'll get onto that in a minute. It got a little bit heated in the chat box. A few people sort of take to events. We're getting that in a minute. But first, let's talk about Dubplate Wars Champion of Champions on Saturday, the 3rd of April 2021. Jeez! It's going to be wicked, guys. It's going to be wicked. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely smashed from last night. Totally tired, but I had to do this video because there was so much going on with the Dubplate Wars. Also, some of you guys thought that the votes were rigged. Some people saying the votes were rigged, but you know what was happening? I've checked the transcripts, I've gone back, I've checked what people have said, carefully looked, and some people saying at the last minute when I was doing a countdown, the votes weren't going through. Well, it so happens that the people that were trying to do the votes, yeah, on the end, on the last part of the countdown, had already voted. And you can vote twice, but however, you can't vote twice on the same track. It won't register, it'll only register once. So these guys that were trying to get their votes in, they were saying, what's going on?
Screw, what's going on? It's not working, screw.
This is what was happening. People were trying to register their vote and it weren't working because they'd already registered. Just as simple as that. I know we've had some issues with the Streamlab in the past, but you know what, I test to make sure it's working before we kick off, and all of the votes would not have been coming through the way they did, and up to the point we had maximum amount of votes. Everyone got their votes in last night. Check the vote count, it's absolutely humongous. Anyway people, we almost hit 9,000 subscribers. If you guys want more updates on the Dubplate Wars Sound Clash Champion of Champions, please subscribe to the channel. Also for the tutorials that I bring all the time. Big up to all the aim and therapy crew last night. Came out in full force. Also big up to the Dubplate Wars contestants. It was absolutely wicked. We had a Ken's Pocket, we had Sargi as the final two. Big up all the other contestants, and then they challenged Screw, and it was absolutely epic, man. Screw come back with the Gamma Squeeze last night and took the prize. Another thing I want to touch base on as well, we've had a bit of what I interpret as sound clash banter going on in the chat box. A couple of things might have been said that were a little bit cross the line, maybe, you know, some say, but I feel that it was all done in good sport towards people just making a little bit of fun out of each other's techniques and tunes, just for the sake of hyping up the clash, right? And you know, this sort of thing has been happening for years, going back to the sound clash days, where man would be like,
your sound is the dibby sound, my sound is the best sound.
My sound is the wickedest sound around town, man. And your sound is rubbish. You have a tin pan sound with tweeters instead of bass.
Hey, me have a 10,000 watt of power amplifier, and your sound don't have no dub plates. I have all the dub plates in the world.
and basically this sort of thing has been going on for years in the whole thing. To be precise, there's a bit of banter between Screw, Duke and Tetley. And they were kind of taking the mick out of each other's craft and sound. But you know what? Look, I know for a fact, yeah, Screw is a bad boy producer. I know for a fact Tetley is a bad boy producer. And I know, say, Ken's Pocket is a bad boy producer. And all of the other Dubplate Wars. Anything I pick to go into Dubplate Wars, you know it's a bad boy tune, yeah? So, anyone who don't... surely these guys are just doing it for the fun of it, you know what I mean? For the whole sport of the whole Dubplate Wars program. But anyway, we've got the final champions coming up on Saturday the 3rd, and it's going to be epic. And the guys are going to be battling for the Dubplate Wars trophy. Look at this piece of kit now. In order to take part in this championship, you have to have won a Dubplate Wars. We've got about 10 places in this final, and guys, it's going to be epic. So far, I know for a fact we've got the DJ Doms, we've got the John Tetley, we've got the Breaks on file, we've got the Mr. Muffwub on file, we've now got the Screw on file, and next week, guys, maybe we should put some rules in the chat box. Maybe if you guys don't think it's sound clash banter and you want to put some rules in the chat box. See, the rules still always stand anyway, to be respectful to one another. You know, no racism, no derogatory, no discrimination, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's standard these days and expected of people in the chat box. So that goes without saying. But in terms of the sound clash, your sound, a tin pan sound, your studio.
Busy, your amiga's a pile of junk. You should throw it in a skip.
Oi, Busy, Your Akai should be used as a doorstop, mate. That thing's old. What are you saying? Chuck that thing away, man.
Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, comment down below. Let me know what you think, guys. Tell me if you think we should allow sound clash banter in the chat box while we've got a competition going on. Someone is going to have to eat their words at the end of it, and they all know that anyway, you know, so it's not like a hate thing, surely, because you know what, the top two, yeah, the top two, the winners, the top two have to do a collaboration, you know what I'm saying? They have to do a collaboration. That's going to have to be a condition. So if Screw and Tetley, right, you all want to see Screw and Tetley battle, you know what I mean? And yeah, it'll be epic. It's going to be epic to see that one. It's also going to be epic to see a bit of Doms in there, and it's you know, it's also going to be, I don't even know how it's going to go, man, but you guys suss it out. Let me know what you want to do. It will be great to see Tetley and Screw do a collab. Just saying. You know, it's different if someone's cussing your mum or crossing the line, or, you know what I mean, but like, I feel that this is just healthy sound clash banter. This is my personal view on it, but at the same time, if it's not welcome, we don't welcome sound clash banter here. You know, guys, at the end of the day, I hope I'm right. You know, nobody meant no harm, and it was just about a little bit of banter for the chat box. You know, at the end of it, I like to know that we can all have a respectful conversation about it down below. And guys, hopefully I'm right. Take care, God bless, peace. Oh, that's what you think, mate. You know what I mean? My flipping Akai sounds Chris.